Hello and welcome to the CTO show with Mehmet. My name is Mehmet, and in each episode, I will be exploring the latest trends, insights, and strategies in topics like cybersecurity, digital transformation, emerging tech, startups, and entrepreneurship. From thought leaders and innovators to entrepreneurs and founders, who will hear from experts across a wide range of industries who are driving change and making an impact in the world of tech and business. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. Hello again. In this episode, I want to talk about how the AI is changing the concept of software is eating the world. Actually, this episode was inspired by a recent article in Business Insider. Now, while the article goes and explain how AI is changing the landscape of how us are being able now to produce our own software, how this will affect software as a service SaaS companies. Now, of course, AI is not the only factor here. Another factor which I covered in also different episodes, the concept of low code, no code. Now, what's happening and what the article is highlighting, how now we can go to Bard or ChatGPT and we can ask these large language models to write code for us to perform certain scripts or maybe just write a full app for us. Now, from a SaaS company perspective, this is a red flag. I'll give you a simple example. If I have a SaaS subscription, and I will make it very simple, let's assume that this SaaS subscription it schedule for me my social media posts. As simple as this. So now, instead of me buying the subscription from a SaaS company that offered that, I can ask Bard or ChatGPT to create a script for me and I can host it on a very affordable platform and then I can run it to me and then I can build a UI again using AI. I can use no code tools to make the UI even looks better. The idea here is AI and no code tools and other technologies are really democratizing the software. So the software will keep eating the world. It's not like the AI is going to change this. Actually, don't forget AI. The AI, not as a concept, the AI that we interact with is built on software at the end of the day. Now, there will be a paradigm shift in the ways startups and even existing companies should think about how they come up with new products or what could they do with their existing ones in the age where everyone can go simply using some prompts create their own software. Now, of course, I'm not claiming that SaaS will decline. I'm not claiming this. But what I'm trying to highlight here is that the power of AI and no code will change some directions for these SaaS companies. In another sense, anything or any SaaS, to be more specific, that is focused on something which is simple, maybe one task, one problem only, and this can be cloned or reproduced by AI, there is a risk that they will have customers churn because of course, availability for everyone to access the AI tools and create their own products to replace their subscriptions. That means we need to see a bigger picture here. The bigger picture is how SaaS companies will adopt to this change. In my opinion, they need to look at it from not a challenge, but an opportunity and innovation and value creation perspective. They need to think how they can combine more than one feature together so they can have a wider offering. This is one. Second, they need to review their pricing. And again, AI would help them to optimize their pricing, I would say. And at the same time, I can see that some small SaaS companies that exist today need to review or replan their roadmaps because on the long run, they need to try to predict what is replaceable by a kind of do-it-yourself solution by someone, or if they can add, as I said, more features to that. Now, what will arise here, because not everyone could have the time to produce their offerings, maybe here where there will be a rise of consultants who will create these personal, between quotes, personal SaaS and manage it for their clients. So actually, we are going now from a SaaS that centralize everything for everyone to a personalized SaaS. It's still a software. It's still available as a service, but it is customized and personalized for each person separately. Can this be applied in the enterprise world? Not in the near future, I would say, but on the long run, this is something more likely to happen. Because especially with what happened during the past few years, companies, they have now the proper infrastructure, whether it is hosted on-prem or in the cloud or hybrid or multi-cloud. So they have already the setup. And I believe the discussion about, okay, we are using this SaaS. Can we have our own SaaS built for us? This is a question that will start to arise. And of course, one key point here, and this will be very attractive point, is to bring the data again into the hands, into the control of these organizations. Here where I believe the AI could push for this direction. So we'll start to see more of infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, but the SaaS will be SaaS, but it will be a customized SaaS running in the cloud, but just for this company. This is something that we could see. And if you think about it, on the long run, I believe the AI will have the capabilities to not only create the software the first time. I know now we are very still early stages. So, but the AI will be able to create patches, security checks, and even would create roadmaps for future enhancements. Because one of the key things here is how I can add features quickly, how I can manage if I have bugs or I have issues, how I can solve them more quickly. So here it will be kind of another augmentation, because we mentioned the word augmentation a lot with the AI. So it will be an augmentation of the SaaS and AI within the enterprise place. we are still in the early phases, but looks like this is where we are going. So to recapture, in my opinion, and based on that article that I will share the link with you, looks like we will have a democratization of SaaS, whether on the individual level or the enterprise level. The individual level could be faster, and we will see the rise, as I said, of people who are dedicated to create such offerings for individuals. And in the long run, I can see that AI will create this customized or targeted SaaS offerings for enterprises. Anyway, the time will show us in the future. Thank you very much for listening to this episode today. As usual, if you have any questions or feedback about this topic or about the show in general, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I will be more than happy to discuss this with you. And also, if you are interested to become a guest on the show, please feel free to reach out to me. I would be more than happy also to host you here. And if you are a first time listener, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite podcasting platform. Thank you very much. And until we meet in next episode.